Yes, sir. We are back with another edition of Fast Break Bets presented by BettingPros. You know me, no voice and guys, me, really Ralph, Villain Terrell Furman Jr. here at your service. I hate losing days.
How about if you sweep it out?
What's the point? I can't do anything right.
You'll do fine.
Hey, pal. You just blowing from Stupid Town?
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Brown, it's college football season. Coach Brown, what you got to say about my performance?
See, I got like a ritual. Like when we lose, I ain't even getting a shower till early this morning. I just be mad. I just brush my teeth. But it's like I don't deserve soap. I don't deserve to do all that. I'm just focused on like trying to get back and trying to make sure that our players mentally.
Yeah, like it was on me. I don't even got to say all of it. It was completely on me. Little bit of inefficiency. I would love to see. I think if Asia, of course, has a better game, we probably get there on the team total. We probably get there on her prop as well. 0-2 day, bad read on the Aces game. The Chicago Sky keep it close. They battled throughout the whole game, stepped up a little bit defensively. The Aces did walk over on them and scored 90 plus points. So you know what? It is what it is. Not the way you want to start a week. 0-2. Definitely not the way you want to start. But I got a couple of plays that I think I'm going to feel good about. And honestly, there's a lot of plus money opportunity here on the market, and I'm ready to talk about it. But first, got to make sure everybody knows about the Dominique Wilkins signed Hawks jersey, courtesy by our friends over there at PristineAuction.com. Make sure you go check them out. We are giving away a signed Dominique Wilkins Hawks jersey at the end of the month. You have a few days left to get into that contest. All you have to do is subscribe to the BettingPros YouTube channel and comment on any Fast Break Bets video. You have a chance to get into that contest. All right, 2 games up. Let's talk about the first one. We've got the Seattle Storm going up against the Indiana Fever. Storm laying 3.5, 166.5 is total. And with the Indiana Fever, give me Aliyah Boston over 14.5 points. Now, Aliyah Boston has been very good in terms of just consistently scoring points. She has been over this in 50% of her last 6 games, 3-3, but the points total, she's right there, 14, 15, 14, 20, 14, 15, right there. And actually 5 of her last 9 games, she's gotten 15 points. You look at what she's done, and she's gone over this in the 2 matchups this season against the Seattle Storm. 31 points and 16 points in those matchups, and it's for a good reason. Seattle Storm are horrible inside the paint, dead last in the last 5 games in terms of opponents scoring inside the paint, and that's where Aliyah Boston does all her work. She's top 5 in that category every single time she touches the court each season. So this is where Aliyah Boston is going to be able to go out and go to work. And if they don't guard the pick and roll effectively, like they didn't do in that first matchup on June 24th, it's going to look a lot closer to the 30-point Aliyah Boston than just the 14-point Aliyah Boston. So they don't have the guard play scoring on this team anymore, and they're going to need to put up points against this team to be able to stay in the game, because I think the Seattle Storm are going to come here on the road ready to score. So I think Aliyah Boston is going to be a big part of that. I see Aliyah Boston here, 14.5 points. That's the over. You can get an alt number of 18 plus at plus 180. You can go up to 20 at plus 290. I think both of those are really good plays. Aliyah Boston can climb the ladder for us. And the fact that we're getting plus 3-1 at 20 plus points, and she could potentially go up more than that. She's had 30 against them this season. 25 plus points is 10-1. So I'm loving the opportunity here with Aliyah Boston. I think this can be a big Aliyah Boston game. I think Kelsey Mitchell will be able to get her the ball. I think that we'll also see her in a double-double range here, because Seattle is really lacking along the rim. So a double-double at 2-1 is also very interesting for Aliyah Boston. I think there's a lot of Aliyah Boston plus money props out there, and this is going to be a really good game for her. So I'm taking Aliyah Boston over 14.5 points. I'm going to climb the ladder all the way up to 25 just in case. Little small small sprinkle on 25, but majority of that sprinkle is going to be on the 20 plus points at 3-1. And then, yeah, I'm going to take a little stab at her double-double as well at 2-1 odds for Aliyah Boston get a double-double against the Seattle Storm. I like that too. So a lot of plus money here on Aliyah Boston for the day. That's play number 1, Aliyah Boston over 14.5 points. All right. Before we play number 2, we're talking about player props. So you got to go over there and download that prop bet cheat sheet in the BettingPros app. Make sure you get the BettingPros app wherever you get your apps in the App Store, Google Play Store, whatever store. Or head over to bettingpros.com/WNBA props. They have the top player prop picks based on our projections, the sportsbook's lines, and it comes in points, rebounds, assists, and more. All of that available for you at the prop bet cheat sheet. You love the prop bet cheat sheet in the NFL. You love it in MLB. Love it in WNBA as well. So make sure you go over there, get it, download the Betting Pros app today. All right, next play up is in the second game. Phoenix Mercury going up against the Los Angeles Sparks. Sparks are catching 4 at home. 177.5 is the total. Jesus Christ. Here we go with the high totals again in the Los Angeles Sparks. And it probably does go over. It really does. Am I going to play it at 177.5? Probably not. I'm not going to lie there. I think I can find other ways to play the total. So I think that there's going to be a lot of points. How do you score points on the Los Angeles Sparks? Well, you get a lot of assists. They're allowing north of 25 assists per game. That's dead last in WNBA over the last 5 games. Well, who's the leading assist getter for the Phoenix Mercury? Everybody should know this answer. So let's say it on 3 class. 1, 2, 3. AT. Somebody said Alyssa Thomas. But AT, yes, Alyssa Thomas. So with that being said, how does Alyssa Thomas get her assists? She gets her assists by driving hard inside of the paints and kicking out the 3-point shooters. Majority of her assists this season have come to 3-point shooters hitting a 3-point shot. Well, guess what, class? The Los Angeles Sparks are dead last in the last 5 games, giving up 46% from 3. So 1 + 1 + 1 = 3. It smells to me that I like an Alyssa Thomas here to go over 9.5 assists. I did take 9.5 at the plus money. I trust her. I think that this is a triple-double game for AT here, and they're going to be really focused on, 1, getting the ball out of AT's hands because of how effective she's been as a scorer recently. Like, it hasn't just been AT in previous years where she's been very, very relaxed and not scoring like she has on Connecticut Sun. No, she's gotten to Phoenix and she's been putting the ball in the basket. And so I think they're going to try to force the ball out of her hand. She's going to make plays as she always does. I think a lot of it's going to be Satsu Sabali. We'll see some Sammy Whitcomb and Akoma Makani on the outside, Kalia Copper on the outside, hitting some big 3-point shots. And this is going to be a lot of points in the track meet. And the Los Angeles Sparks haven't shown anything at all this season, not even in the last 5 games, at all this season, that proves that they are any better of a defensive team right now. Even in the win, the 1-point win against the Dallas Wings, they still look bad defensively, and they only gave up 80 points, and that is like 60 points for them. So, yeah, I'm completely out on the Los Angeles Sparks defense. I want to fade it. I didn't want to take the total. I'm going to continue to roll with AT. AT's been very, very good to this number. She's been stacking up triple doubles left and right, building her own MVP case in her own right. And I think this is going to be another game where she gets at least the assist very much. Maybe she's short on the rebounds because there's not a lot of missed shots, but I think she's going to get the assist here. So I like over 9.5 assists here for AT. And those are the 2 plays I want to share. I think we can ladder AT as well. Let me look at the, I might have to, I don't know. Because sometimes when I ladder stuff on the show, I don't ladder the other play that I make, and that's the play that I felt like I should ladder. And although I've had a rough week, I think I still want to ladder this play because I really do feel good about AT just stacking up assists. If AT had some 6 assists at the end of the first quarter, I would not be surprised. So you can get 11 at plus 165, 12 plus 275, maybe not as much value on the assist like there is on Aliyah Boston points, but I think there's a little room for a little bit of a step ladder here. So maybe playing around with the step ladder for AT up to 12 for plus 275 sounds good with me. And Aliyah Boston over 15.5 points as 14.5 points, I'm sorry, as you see there. With that, That's it. I'm at really real __. Make sure you give me a follow on X at BettingPros on X and TikTok at BettingPros NFL on Instagram and YouTube.com/BettingPros, where you can, one more time, like, comment, subscribe, have a chance to win a Dominique Wilkins signed jersey. Subscribe, drop a comment. That's your entry. With that, that is it. I have nothing else to say, nothing else to do. No other way of ending the podcast. Just going to like this. We are out of here.